And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. And we're always, of course, working on a weekday. It is ISG football, folks, the intersection of sports and gaming, the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. ISG football, we're powered by Udo Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. We're talking the latest, folks, in the world of the National Football League. We got week number 11 here as we get closer to Thanksgiving. That's when the real games start to matter. We also got a couple of gamers playing here for cash and prizes here. As we bring you the latest in the world of the National Football League, ISG football, the intersection of sports and gaming, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. All right, we come inside here, folks. Larry Ridley of CBS Sports, ISG football, ISG college football. Of course, at the end of the week, we got ISG basketball. Good to be here, guys. As we said, guys, ISG, the intersection of sports gaming, we're the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world of the National Football League. As I said, week number 11. Got some pretty good surprises at the top of the AFC and got some of that old guard there in the National Football Conference over in the NFC. We're going to get to all of it as we got a couple of gamers playing for cash and prizes. All right, folks, shout out to the good people right here. You see the bright tanks behind me. Great to be here once again at 902 Brewing Company in Jersey City, 101 Pacific Avenue. As you can see, they're getting ready. Is that Christmas around the horizon here? We just had Halloween. Got to get through Thanksgiving as well. They're located at 101 Pacific Avenue here in JC, a craft brewery in Jersey City. You can see they're producing those ales and lagers. Got the big bright tanks and the fermenters as well. Got about 20 different varieties of brews here, ales and lagers. Curated good times made right here in Jersey City. Got the spacious tap room as well. They host a variety of events. Also got the beautiful rooftop on top. Been watching the show, you've seen that as well. Beautiful, just great scenes and shots of Lower Manhattan looking at the World Trade Center. Shout out to the folks here at 902 Brewing Company in Jersey City. Let me go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. There is to the left of me. There is Derwin Worrell, former sportscaster from WPRI Television in Providence, Rhode Island. What it do, Mr. Dagwood, as the kids like to call him? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing fine, man. Just, hanging out in Brooklyn. It's about to get really, really cold, they say outside, so I'm trying to stay warm.
Man.
Maybe you need a brew or two.
Yeah. something to warm you up, man. Huh? Put a little hair on your chest. My son is up, man. He lives in Tampa, but of course we're from Nashville, my oldest son. And he showed me today, it was like 30 degrees in Nashville. I'm like, where is that coming from? Then I start realizing we got that Arctic blast about to hit us right now and into tomorrow. So yeah, it's all good. She's down in the A, not too far from Nashville in the South. Picks up A down. She's in the A town. Andrea, Richmond, what's the temps looking like down there with you ATLians?
It is outside listed as 40 something, but I was outside. It feels like 20 something, and so bad that it actually was snowing down here too. So, hey man, the snow, the polar vortex, guess what? Even the South is getting a little chilly.
Oh man, you guys don't do well with the white stuff there.
No, we don't.
I've seen that before. My first Super Bowl was 2000. That was the Tennessee Titans and Rams in that great Super Bowl there. That's when they had the snowstorm there, so it was pretty crazy in Atlanta. You ready to get this thing started? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, us in Miami, not good with the white stuff. Okay,
complexes. Miami, that's a totally different story there. That's
you didn't
totally
specify.
different.
You didn't specify.
Hey, when it gets below 50, they're talking about hide the women and children. Put in the plants. Put on clothes on your pets and stuff, man. Cover up the plants. I'm like, it's 55. That's cold down there. So, you guys ready to get this thing started?
Let's go.
All right, let's take a look real quickly at the rundown here as we talk ISG football. And we're powered by Udo Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. The New York Football Giants G-Men firing their head coach, Brian Daboll. We'll get into that. Who could be a candidate, what's going on next, and why he was let go there with the New York Football Giants. Our president, Donald Trump, wants a new stadium named after him, and that's the one in Washington. We'll get into the sort of micro political implications of that. But look, once again, he put it out there. So we're going to talk about it coming over in the lane of sports. Was also in the booth on the Fox broadcast of this past weekend between the Commanders and the Lions. Kyler Murray, his future with the Arizona Cardinals, that is definitely in doubt. There's also a report Jacksonville will play their home games in Orlando in 2027. We'll tell you what that means and why it's just in 1 year and what's going to happen next for Jacksonville. Lions and Eagles, the biggest game of the week. You'll see that played out right here, the top matchup here on ISG Football. You'll see it on Sunday Night Football coming up this weekend. That game in South Philadelphia. Buccaneers at Bills, also a big game, probably the second biggest game of the week. That's a 1 o'clock kick up in Western New York. Let's take a look real quick at the rules here. We got a couple of gamers playing for cash and prizes, all Madden competitive game style. Head-to-head, current rosters, we like to call those rates. All 32 NFL teams are available, 5-minute quarters. King of the Hill format, you win, you do stay on the sticks. How about the prizes? All about that shmoney. $50 guaranteed. The winner gets 40. Runner-up runs up out this piece with $10 in cash. You win 4 straight weeks, and it does, folks, get progressively harder. You do win an NFL licensed zip chair. Folks, go to zipchair.com. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. They also make gaming desks, sofas, stools, you name it. They got all the NFL teams, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, also NCAA and universities. They got all those colleges there, and any custom pieces you might want. Shout out to Tina Altadonna, the marketing lady down there. Been rocking with us for about 6 years now. They're located on Strong Island. Check them out online, zipchair.com. Also, your first zip chair, you do get an official ISG t-shirt. Got the hoodies online as well. Check us out there. You can check them out, theisgshow.com/shop. All right, how about this matchup here as we take a look at these two young men? This is the featured matchup, the biggest matchup in the NFL this week. You'll see it always on ISG Football, ISG College Football, and ISG Basketball as well. Fear the Huskers, our current King of the Hill, playing with the Lions. WhereIsChandler? If you're looking for him, he's right here, playing with the Eagles. We're going to see how this one plays out. How about the profiles? We'll start with the challenger. We just talked about him. You're looking for Chandler. He's right here. Chandler Cooks in the Metroplex, 22 years of age, right there from Dalworth, college student, and he majors in graphic arts, and we'll see him working for ISG Media here coming up very soon. Multiple ISG Madden playoff appearances for the young man who's killing it in Madden, college football, and also you can see him sometimes playing NBA 2K26. Does a great job there. But our champion, current King of the Hill, is Robert Neely. And where is Robert Neely from? Fear the Huskers, Omaha. 27 years of age, a civil engineer, currently working on the tallest structure there in the Omaha area. I believe 40 plus stories from what I'm being told. A 6-time ISG Madden champ, currently our King of the Hill. Let's take a look at the standings real quickly before we get to these predictions. Brought to you by MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Molly Pop taking a world by Sweet Storm with that pink bag promise. Folks, you see that pink bag in your local grocery store. You got to understand, folks, you get high quality produce, some 20 different varieties of grapes. We're talking about grapes as sweet as candy. Also online, fresh juices as well. Check them out online, MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Sweet record there by Andrea Richmond. That's all we're going to say. She's 10-3. Who cares? Let's go ahead and bring everybody in and talk and get the
But hey, I'm getting used to it at this point. I just expect it when he goes. That's what happens with winning.
No one told you to be good. You can be bad, and we talk about you.
Well, guess what? I don't intend for that goal to keep on moving. We gonna make sure we're still in front. Okay?
And basketball, you're looking at it. You're checking out the bottom of my sneakers. You're behind us.
Yeah, no.
You know?
I'm running. I'm over here doing wind sprints right now. Unfortunately, trying to get back. In
so you think you Mark Sanchez now?
Oh boy! Don't get fired.
Right, exactly.
Don't get fired like Mark Sanchez.
As long as I don't go up to somebody who's changing out oil, I'll be good. But speaking of changes, I have had a lot of ups and downs. I picked Fear the Huskers earlier in the week, and it didn't go well for me. I went against Fear the Huskers, and it didn't go well for me. And guess who ended up winning? It was Chandler. And Chandler was like, "Hey, I already know that once I start with you, you probably not gonna pick me." So this time I just looked at the teams, and it's Lions versus Eagles. So whoever got the best team, I'm gonna go with them. So y'all can't be mad about me saying and picking favorite. So EAGLES Eagles. That's what I'm going with. And
fair enough.
We'll figure it out.
Fair
so
enough.
Tampa, let's go.
That's a very good pick there. How about our guy D-Dubs? Who you going? You going one pride, or you going Eagles?
I would normally agree with Andrea. Go with the better team, which is I think the Eagles have the better personnel. But long time ago, I made a trip to Lincoln, Nebraska. So I've been out there. I understand how those Cornhuskers love their football.
They shut their corn. Yes, they do.
Yeah, man. The 6-time champion. I gotta go with the champ. I'm going with the Huskers.
So Huskers playing, of course, with the Lions.
Yes.
This is a tough one, man.
It's real tough.
Will Chandler play with his head on straight? You know what I'm saying? Don't be Frankenstein and twist your head all around. Put your head on straight, young man. Play the game. Do not lose your mind. I'm going to take Chandler. He's the home team. I'm going to take Eagles. I'm going to take Chandler here with the Eagles. Huskers, Lions on the road, I think they're the better team in real life. But in this game, I'm going to take Chandler. I'm going to stick with it. I was going to change it.
I was going to say last second. It's a long pause.
Waffling.
You know what?
Exactly.
Pregnant pause here. Like I'm like 15 months pregnant over here. I was over here waiting all day.
Okay, Octo
Baby in the oven. Get him out. Give me Chandler with the Eagles. All right, guys, let's go ahead and lock it up. Chandler, where's Yet? He's right here on ISG Football on the platforms of NESN, being Sports Channel Players TV and in the Black Network. He's playing with the Eagles. Also, our current King of the Hill. There he is, Huskers, a tough customer, playing with the Detroit Lions. Let's go ahead and lock it up, guys. Let's do it right here. ISG Football, we're powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off Route 3. May the best man win. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. Let's go ahead and do it right here, guys. NESN, being Sports Channel Players TV and in the Black Network. Let's go. And that pregame show brought to you by our good friends, Golf Zone Social, folks. 3 locations. Where Brooklyn at? Got one in Brooklyn, West Nine, Scarsdale, sports bar and indoor golf lounge with some 16 total bays. You got 15 bays and one huge VIP suite with the simulators and the suites there. It is where golf literally meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games, meaning unparalleled social engagement. You can play some 240 courses. It's a true experience. And folks, it's more than just a indoor golf lounge there. It's a bar, sports lounge, and a restaurant all in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. We're back here inside of 902 Brewing Company, a craft brewery here in Jersey City, producing those ales and lagers. Got about 20 different varieties of ales here in Jersey City. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. ISG Football here. We're powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. The only show, guys, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world of the National Football League. Week number 11 is upon us. We've also got a couple of gamers playing for cash and prizes. You can see there, middle of the screen there, on the right-hand side, middle there. Huskers, our current King of the Hill, our champion, playing with the Detroit Lions. He is on defense, actually on offense. They are in white. Bottom of the screen there, Chandler. If you're looking for him, where's Chandler? Playing with the Eagles in the dark jerseys there. They're on defense, and he is playing on D. Got Derwin, Worrell, former sportscaster, WPRI television in Providence. Next to me to the top right there. There she is, Andrea Richmond. She is the best record right now on ISG Football right now. She's a sportscaster in Atlanta. All right, let's get to the NFL topics. The big news here, of course, was what happened on Tuesday. It came out of pretty much nowhere. We all kind of felt it was going to happen. The Giants firing their head coach, Brian Daboll. No surprise here when there were reports last week that he could be on thin ice. There was some talk that they really wanted to get rid of him after that loss to the Broncos a few weeks ago when they were up 19-0 and gave up 30-something points there in the fourth quarter. According to those reports, John Mara had to be talked out of it, letting him stay by somebody in management there. But this loss here to the Chicago Bears over the weekend, another game where they had a lead. That's 4 games this season where they've had a lead, and also a lead in the fourth quarter where they've lost those games there. 2-8 this season, almost 4 years. 20-40-1 is his record there. Made the playoffs the first year. Nothing since then. 11-33 since that playoff appearance in 2022. Your thoughts here, Derwin Worrell. Giants getting rid of Brian Daboll. Was it the right call right now for the G-Men?
I don't know if it was the right call right now. I think they could have let him at least finish out the season. But when you go back through the schedule, it does really look bad. That loss to Denver was brutal. Ooh. Man, I mean, I wouldn't have blamed them if they didn't let him board the plane after that game.
33 points in
the
last quarter.
Lane Kiffin him, fire him on the tarmac? What are we doing here?
Yes.
And then in Chicago this past weekend, you know, like I said, I watched the Chicago's quarterback skate up the sideline and score late to win the game, and nobody pushed him out of bounds. So it's like, I mean, it's just a bad look. I feel bad for the guy because you could tell that he really wanted to work with Jackson Dart. And Jackson Dart is definitely the future. The kid looks good. With Scatterbo back there, there's a lot of juice there. Mm-hmm. The Giants are going in the right direction. Now, who are you going to bring in? You don't want to have a musical chair with offensive coordinators and coaches. You got to get someone to be married to Jackson Dart to take this franchise in the right direction. They got the quarterback now. They got to find the right man to help lead this team.
And that means probably an offensive-minded coach. I guess you can do like the Patriots, but they already had their quarterback, so you can bring in a defensive guy and let him fill out the staff there with the offensive staff there and the offensive coordinator. You look at Dangerous, didn't play very well. He's not the answer to the bottom in the offseason there. There's some talk that maybe it's time to maybe give Jameis Winston a shot here if Jackson Dart, who can't come back. This is actually his first diagnosed concussion, but there are 4 incidents where he's been checked for concussion, and we've all seen those. Jackson Dart, I love you, bro. You got to get your butt down. This ain't Ole Miss. You're not playing in Oxford. And there's also, real quickly, Andrea, some talk here. His dad was being interviewed, Jackson Dart's dad, and he brought up Lane Kiffin. Maybe he's a thought, an opportunity there, maybe a possibility to coach the Giants. I don't think so, but that's what's sort of being bandied out there. Your thoughts here on Brian Daboll being let go by the G-Man?
Okay, the Lane Kiffin thing is interesting. I don't think I even thought about that. So I'll talk about what you talked about earlier, right? Which is the 4 concussions. It's interesting that you pointed that out because what was it?
Evaluated for concussions.
Yes, evaluated for
one true
concussion. 4 times he's had it though in the last, and he's only played 6 games, so it's the most in the season. So that's a lot for you to a lot of hits he's obviously been taking, and
he says he's not going to change his game, young man. It's the National Football League, not for long. Please get down, protect yourself.
But it's interesting because Adam Schefter tweeted that out that Jackson Dart has suffered from 4 concussion evaluations, including the infamous one where Daboll was in the tent asking what the heck is happening with Jackson Dart.
They were fined $215,000 as a team, and also Daboll and Scottaboo as well went in there. I think he got fined $15,000.
So it's interesting that Adam Schefter tweets that out because, as you know, Adam Schefter is very plugged in with the front offices of a lot of different teams. So I find that as no coincidences. I feel like you being evaluated so far, you not protecting your quarterback in this short amount of time, that obviously I feel like was part of the reason why the Giants let him go. Also, the fact that Daboll had an opportunity to extend his career at least just 1 more game. They could have easily won if they weren't so scared and went so conservative when Russell Wilson came in. I know he hasn't been as frenetic or as positive, explosive as Jackson Dart, but you can't act like he's a scrub and just run pass, especially considering the fact that the Giants backfield has been so depleted. And I know, Derwin, you're like, hey man, like Russ, I'm not saying that Russ didn't leave some plays on the field, but you have to at least try. And it felt like he was kind of giving it up to a defense that has been a lot of the reasons why. Again, the Denver game, giving 33 in the last frame, against the Eagles, giving 16 in the last frame, against the Giants, the 49ers, give him 14, and against the Bears doing 14 still. The defense has been ruining games for you in the second half, and unfortunately for Daboll, he fell on the sword. But I do want to say it's very ironic that the Maras, unfortunately, that they have not had any black quarterback in their history of life, and the one thing that's holding them together,
Geno Smith.
They did. Geno Smith started 1 game, and Tyrod Taylor won 1 game, but that happened in 2019. That was the first time that they had a black quarterback start and actually win a game for them. So it's interesting that the one person who's like saving everybody's job in this instance for Daboll was a guy that plays like he's black, in Jackson Dart, who is also, running a whole bunch of touchdowns. But yeah, it's just unfortunate for them. He was keeping a lot of jobs in line, and he got out of the game, and his team went along with him.
And the Hamptons.
I'll say this.
Island.
I said the Mariners have to do their due diligence and put in a call at the end of the season.
I think you call everyone and see what's going to happen. Look, it's still a top 5 job in the NFL. I mean, we're talking about a cornerstone franchise, one of the original franchises, a good franchise there that's got a lot of high upside. Here. I'm actually here in Gotham. So Brian Daboll out as the New York Football Giants head coach. All right, guys, we're taking a look here at this Madden game. We're tied at 7 here. Just got a score here for our King of the Hill Huskers in the middle of the screen, playing for Lions. He's kicking off there to Chandler, who scored as well. So tied at 7 here. They're in the second quarter early stages there. That second quarter is underway. That first quarter, though, brought to you by our good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. We were just there last week. I'll be there again next week. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Great food, great atmosphere, great affordable drinks. And also, folks, the libations are definitely flowing. Happy hour, Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. there. Mariachi shows, you've seen that on the program as well. Every other Tuesday. DJs on the weekends, late nights on the weekends as well. Got the beautiful patio. No, you don't have to worry about the patio now because it's about to start getting cold here in the Northeast. But in the summertime, and it's great in NYC and North Jersey here. Check them out. The Golden Eagle. It is landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. El Aguila Dorado Restaurant online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. We're back here inside of 902 Brewing Company, a craft brewery here in Jersey City, producing those ales and lagers. Got about 20 different varieties of ales and lagers here, handcrafted beers, and the best atmosphere that you'll find. Larry Ridley of CBS Sports, ISG football here. Week number 11 in the National Football League. We're powered by Uno Pizzeria Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, folks, combining traditional sports and real sports talk and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world, the National Football League here. Also got competitors, gamers playing here for cash and prizes. The featured matchup in the NFL this weekend, the best matchup, you see it right here on ISG football. You got the Lions and the Eagles. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen, there is Huskers, our current king of the hill. He's our champion, playing with the Lions. He's got the ball, just got it back here on offense. Middle of the second quarter here on defense is our challenger, Chandler, playing with the Eagles. Had a 7-0 lead, but they're tied now here with Huskers with the ball. Top right-hand corner of the screen is Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. And also to the right of me here next to me, that is Derwin Worrell. Kids call him Dad-Wood. He is a sportscaster, former sportscaster, WPRI television in Providence, Rhode Island. All right, guys, back to the National Football League. The big story, of course, hail to the chief, the commander-in-chief, President Donald Trump, once again in the news. Remember, we talked about him, I believe, right before the summertime, late spring here, where there was talk that he wanted the Washington Commanders to go back to their old name with the R word when it comes to maybe potentially getting funds and heading off that new stadium, that proposal they're going to get, $3.7 billion stadium being built on the old RFK site. All right, so Donald Trump was at the game, the Commanders game this weekend. Received a lot of boos, by the way. Smattering of cheers. Oh, a hell of a lot more boos there at the Commanders game against the Lions. He was also in the broadcast booth with Fox there in the third quarter. I believe he talked for about 8 minutes, so talked about his football background and some other things as well. But now there's a report that he wants the new Commanders Stadium to be named after him. Now, that stadium is going to open in the next 4 or 5 years. I believe 2030 is the target date there on that old site of RFK there in D.C. So just a couple of miles there from the White House. You look at it, man, I don't know about this, man. There's a lot of talk there. You know, he wants the stadium named after him. You look at all of this stuff, man, with the new stadium, you know, trying to pull funds and stuff like that. Politics, injecting himself. Your thoughts here, Derwin Worrell. First of all, he's not dead. Does he need to have the stadium named after him? I thought it was about have people saying good things about you. Let other people do that. First of all, the D.C. City Council will probably make the last sort of call on this. They've got the call on this because they're leasing the land to the team. Your thoughts here, D-Wood?
Absolutely not. I'm not naming the stadium after Donald Trump. But, I mean, am I surprised? No, because Donald Trump is for Donald Trump. He loves to see his name in lights. He loves for people to talk about him in a nice way. He's about himself. And normally when you see a stadium, the naming rights goes to whoever wants to put up, however, maybe, $20 million or with,
that's the going rate for NFL stadiums, about $20 million. Yeah.
For maybe the next 10 to 15 years. That's normally how it is gone. But him kind of putting the squeeze in it. I listened to a little bit of that broadcast, and he talked about how he's kind of helping it, the red tape and things to move along so they can get the stadium. So he's kind of putting a little squeeze on.
How about Jonathan Vilma and those guys? They didn't even ask him about the biggest damn story. Like, dude, you really want the stadium named after him? Hello?
Producers were in their ear telling them, this is what you can say, this is what you can't.
You don't want to ruffle no figures, no feathers, because, MAGA country will come after you. So
okay.
they were being safe.
What are you going to do, come after the truth? That's the problem. Oh, my goodness.
When has he ever loved the truth? You don't care about the truth.
He talked about the truth. He's like, I never scored a touchdown when he played for New York Military Academy here in the late 50s. And I'm like, that's about the only truth he's told. Go ahead, Doc. Anything else? I mean, look, I get it. Look, I'm going to name you some names here. George Washington, Eisenhower, JFK, LBJ, Obama, Reagan, Clinton. Those guys have done stuff. Right. They're out of office. I'm sorry, he's not transformational like that, but whatever. I mean, I'm not going to get too political here, but dude, let people say nice things about it. Let them say, hey, let's name it after him. I don't know. That's me.
That's just not who he is.
No. Very transactional.
We know who he is. That's not who he is.
Very. Some of those transactions can be good, and some of them ain't so damn good. That's for sure.
Everybody knows that the most loved and respected people in the world went around saying, "Please respect me. Please, someone choose me. Someone, please." I promise you. This was embarrassing. It's still embarrassing because we know that Trump, knowing his history with the NFL, wasn't invited to the big boys room. Everybody said, "No, you don't have your money up." When he tried to acquire the Bills, they kicked him at the big boys room. And
that was 2014. You're right.
And Stephen A. Smith even went on to say that he felt so heart-stricken about the fact that the NFL didn't want him, that he said he would get back at them and become president. So I guess this is what's happened now that he's become president. His second term, he's just doing YOLO stuff at this point. So now he wants to ingratiate himself in something that he could never be a part of, the National Football League. And if he can't own a team, then he can get in the booth and say, "Whoa, oh my gosh, what an exciting play to a 3-yard run. You're not built for this, sir. I'm sorry." But and then also he could go ahead and beg for his name on the stadium. And so far, that's not looking good for you, bro.
Well, how about this? There's some talk there, according to a report from ESPN sources in the White House, saying president gets what he wants.
This is true.
And this president will make sure he.
Hey, if you can bulldoze the East Wing, I'm starting to believe hell he might get the stadium named after him. He just do whatever the hell he wants to do.
I don't know what you guys been watching, but in my lifetime,
nobody cares.
I've never seen a president pretty much do whatever he wants.
Because we're so beaten down that he's getting away with it because he's just beating us down so much. I'm telling you, that's why it's happening.
If you're going to tell me...
It's brilliant strategy. Like, I'm just going to beat you down where you're just going to relent.
That's actually a war strategy, honestly. Like... Real talk.
July, so much people gonna be like, we're used to it. Oh, whatever, man. People just give him a pass. They're like, he's just joshing. He's just having some fun. Okay, having fun lying. Got it.
I don't know what the fan base thinks about it. I would love to see a poll on it, but he's gonna twist somebody's arm. He's gonna really try.
And
we'll see.
How ironic from the party that says that they want to keep politics out of sports, that they are now inserting themselves into sports every single point. Like, you're the ones that said that like Colin Kaepernick and kneeling was bad, and now you're forcing it. Like, stop it. This is a lot. Okay.
Well, look, we can either keep it in or keep it out. Just let me know which rules we're playing by, and we'll play by those. That's
because one thing, I was enjoying my Sunday night, and here comes this grating noise all of a sudden, and it's just like, why are you here? Right? Either in it or out of it. But right now,
to be honest, he was there for the military. I think he was basically swearing in some new officers and stuff. Yeah. So
is this the first time? I know Reagan was, in actually working.
He's the first. He's the first president to be at a regular season game, I believe, since Carter, 1978.
So interesting.
So, to attend a regular season game. Now, of course, he was at the Super Bowl back in February, Super Bowl 59. That was in New Orleans.
Were they on broadcast? Is the question.
What was on broadcast?
On Carter, did he actually go into the booth and say anything?
I don't know. He was the last one to attend the game. So
that's interesting.
Right. So, but look, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see if they're going to name the new stadium after him. Like I said, it's going to happen in 2030, so they got some time. I feel bad for Josh Harris because these guys, man, they're put in the middle of it because he's saying great things about him, and you know how it is. Maybe they pull some funding. Maybe they, have some shenanigans or whatever. So we'll see how this goes down with the Commanders. Like I said, D.C. City Council, they have to weigh in as well. How are they going to give up money? You look at it, a naming rights deal, like you said, could be $20 to $30 million a year, 20 years. Oh, that's $400 to $600 million. You're just going to give away because you want his name on the stadium? I doubt that. These guys are rich for a reason. But the president does have a lot of sway. It's going to be interesting to see how this all goes down. Interesting to see what's going down here in the Madden. How about 20? Is this 21 unanswered here by Huskers, the challenger? He is up 21-7 here. Start of the third quarter over the challenger. Chandler, we had a 7-0 lead, has given up 3 straight touchdowns now, 21-7. Chandler has the ball, though. We'll see. He needs to really score here or this game's going to get out of control here. Folks, that second quarter brought to you by our good friends at Mona Lisa Pizzeria, located in Bayonne, New Jersey, 165 Broadway, there in Bayonne, New Jersey. Bayonne's favorite pizzeria, been around for nearly 25 years. Best pizzeria you find there in Bayonne, famous for their specialty pizzas, including and especially those buffalo chicken pizzas there. Mona Lisa, also unapologetically Italian, rich hearty flavors of Italian cuisine. Got a full menu, and also, folks, whether you're looking for Italian dinners or just like a quick lunch or whatever, they've got it all there: burgers, wraps, soup, salads, calzones, seafood, and desserts, and much more as well. I got the Da Vinci room there, beautiful boutique-style catering and luxury events, especially on the other side, and also got the beautiful garden there. Check them out online, BayonneMonaLisa.com. We're back here, ISG football here, week number 11. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG football, the intersection of sports and gaming. Folks, we're the only show combining traditional sports and sports talk and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking latest in the world of the National Football League, week number 11. Also got a couple of gamers here playing the Madden game here. The featured matchup in the world of the NFL, and also here on this show, ISG football, is Lions and Buccaneers. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen is our current king of the hill. He's our champion. Huskers playing with the Lions. He is on defense. The challenger playing with the Eagles in dark there. There he is with the glasses there. Chandler, if you're looking for him, he's right here. Where's Chandler? Playing with the Eagles, trying to get back into this game and make this a one-score game. I'm joined by Derwin Worrell, former sportscaster, WPRI television, there in Providence. Lil Rhodey, he's to the left of me there, bottom right-hand corner of the screen in the middle there. Andrea Richmond, she's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NFL topic. We were talking about quarterbacks earlier on. How about Kyler Murray, quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals? His future with AZ currently in doubt. I know he's nursing that foot injury. He's been out now. I believe he's on IR. I believe he can come back here in a few weeks. I believe the first week in December. So we'll keep an eye on that. They got Jacoby Brissett there. And there's a lot of talk. A bunch of reports were going on this week. One from ESPN said, quote unquote, a separation is imminent. There was also another one from NFL Network and NFL Media that more than likely we're going to see a split here between these two. You look at it, one playoff appearance that was about 3 or 4 years ago. Got hurt as well in his 4th year. Last year, they thought he was going to come back kind of up and down, and this year he's hurt again. We also remember the video game stuff there. Allegedly a clause put in his contract about spending time watching film. Oh, Andrew Richmond. Do you expect they split here between Kyler Murray and the Cardinals?
You know, the new Call of Duty is coming out, so that's something to always track when it comes to Kyler.
Oh, boy.
Hey, shout out to Kyler. My mom affectionately calls him Big Ed every time he comes onto the screen because he always looks like a toddler running around, bad toddler running around. And I think that he is much better than people give him credit for. He had a moment where he looked like he was going to be an MVP at one point in this time. Now, is it looked good ever since? No, he's been injured up and down. He's had connection issues and chemistry issues with Marvin Harrison, who honestly, now all of that falls onto onto Kyler Murray. Some of that is
and his tight end Trey McBride too. Yep.
Yeah, Trey McBride has been hooping most of the time, so they have a solid connection. But I just don't think that this is a fit right now for Arizona. It looks like they want to move on from him very clearly because of the mysterious Jacoby Brissett getting the promotion, and then Kyler Murray going on IR afterwards, and then them allegedly saying no, like Kyler was hurt the whole time. I promise you. Okay, sure, fine.
It was a wink, wink, nod, nod. It was a benching, and then it was like, all right, we'll find an injury that he may or might not have.
You're trying to save face, but when you look at all these quarterbacks who have had recent renaissances, right? 2 Jets quarterbacks, Geno Smith, Sam Darnold, and then also Daniel Jones himself. Like, it seems like quarterbacks need a lot more time than we realize to really get acclimated. And I think that Kyler Murray's in the middle of his 2nd contract. Gotcha. I think he's worth a swing for the next team. I think that his future in Arizona is not looking great, and I think both parties should agree to greener pastures because it's not working out in the big desert.
Right, and Derwin, that win that they had against Dallas a couple of weeks ago. Now, look, they got the doors blown off by your team here, Seattle. It was like 35-0 before I could even breathe, it seems like. Look, do you get rid of him? I think that he's owed almost $60 million over the next couple of years. Got some salary cap implications that go down here. But, like, look, I mean, you're not winning with them. I'm okay with looking forward and maybe bringing in some new talent. I can dig it.
I think there's a couple of quarterbacks in this league that I've seen enough of, and he's one of them. I don't think he's going to do the Cardinals any good. But the problem here is the money. Too much dead cap money right now.
Yeah, I think like 50 or 52 on the dead cap. That's a lot, man.
I mean,
but it depends on where if it's post June or whatever. Maybe you can get like. You can spread it over 2 years. Maybe it's a little more palatable.
Get a team to agree
you don't have zero dead cap money until 28. I think maybe you have to wait at least 2 years to try to move on from him, unless you really know that you have something else that you can land. That you're just gonna say, forget the cash and just let him go.
Well, at that point, you got to get a rook. You got to bring a rookie because if you're paying, you got 20-something, $30 million going out the door with him. You need somebody on a rookie deal, maybe.
Yeah. And maybe you could find someone thirsty enough, like Seattle did with Russell Wilson, that's willing to take on the rest of his contract.
Wardy's team, the New York Jets, they need a quarterback.
The Jets definitely come to mind because
Indy, if things don't work, I'm sorry, but continue.
Yeah, I mean, the Jets come to mind unless, this is also a good year for the college football draft too as well. So got to see how that's going to play out.
Quarterback, I think it's a little overrated. We've talked about that for a time or two on college football. Klubnik and these guys, back, they've all kind of like wet the bed a little bit, if you ask me.
And Mendoza doesn't throw a deep ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably the number one guy right now. And I'm like, am I going to? I don't know if I can win with Mendoza. Like,
but it's 5 years of no money though.
No, you're right. I'm just saying that's how screwed they are. That's what I'm saying. There's nobody coming on the horizon and coming out this year. So, yeah, I mean, that's the problem that they're facing.
Unless maybe you take a flyer in Trinidad Chambliss. Like, he's a quarterback who I feel like a lot of people aren't giving a lot of love to.
He's freaking Kyler Murray.
That's what I'm saying. But maybe he's a little bit more disciplined. So, I mean, that's a insert. You don't like Kyler Murray 2.0. Maybe he could actually be. It seems like he works in structure a little bit better than Kyler Murray does. I'll tell you that.
Are the Jets that much different from Arizona personnel-wise, offensively?
No.
I wouldn't mind him in Arizona. I just feel like Glenn might want somebody who runs around a lot, but then he might just want a totally clean slate.
I think Arizona has a little better talent on offense, but I think the Jets have probably more talent on defense.
I think if things don't work out in Indiana, that's another thing that you want to look at. Maybe if Daniel Jones falls off a cliff because they have those important games coming up, or the Steelers too, because Aaron Rodgers ain't getting any younger. So.
Yeah, that's one of those teams that we hear about. So we'll keep an eye on Kyler Murray's future in doubt with the Arizona Cardinals. Once again, they're talking about a separation is quote-unquote imminent. We'll see. Probably won't happen until the end of the season at the earliest. So we'll keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on this Madden game, 21-7 here and nearing the fourth quarter. We got our challenger playing on defense. He is down here. And how about the champ? Our King of the Hill, Huskers, on a 21-0 run here. He scored the last 3 touchdowns here. Looks like he's going to run out the clock. That third quarter brought to you by good friends at 902 Brewing Company, located right here. And actually, yeah, we'll do that. Yep, right here, Jersey City. Craft Brewery, producing those ales and lagers, handcrafted beers, and the best atmosphere. Created good times made right here in Jersey City. Got the spacious tap room and host a variety of events. Also got the rooftop as well. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. All right, back here inside of 902 Brewing Company, located in Jersey City. Larry Ridley, Studio Sports, ISG Football here, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show guys combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking latest in the world of the NFL. Also got a couple of gamers playing for cash and prizes, playing Madden 26, the featured matchup in the NFL. The top matchup here on our show here is the Lions at Eagles. That will be on Sunday Night Football. And our challenger at the bottom of the screen, he's down here, 21-7. Our King of the Hill, Huskers, middle of the screen there, has the lead and the ball and about to score here inside of the 5-yard line at the 2-minute warning here. Let's get back to the NFL topics. I got Derwin Worrell, former sportscaster, WPRI television in Providence, and also Andrea Richmond, a sports reporter in Atlanta. How about the Jaguars, guys? There's a report that they're going to play their home games in Orlando in 2027. That's according to the good friends there. I know those guys at the Orlando Sentinel, Mike Bianchi and those guys down there. Makes sense there because, look, the Jags are supposed to do some renovations next year as well. Going to reduce the capacity in 2027. They got to be gone. And that stadium would open up somewhere in 2028. It was coming down between University of Florida in Gainesville and Orlando. I think they made the right call here, going to Camping World Stadium, quote unquote, the old Citrus Bowl there, where you see that Cheez-It Bowl. Used to be the Citrus Bowl when I was there in Orlando. Makes a lot of sense there. They've done a lot of renovations to it. I think they got like $300 or $400 million of renovations there to that stadium there. I know the good folks in Orlando. International Airport, great market there, top 16, 17, 18 market there in the NFL. Is actually bigger than Jacksonville. I think it's a smart move by them. What do you think, Dagwood?
I think definitely a smart move. You have a major franchise in Jacksonville, you want to go to another major city. Orlando, not that far away, about 2 hours away.
2 hours away. I think Gainesville's about an hour 15 minutes away, but Orlando's a little farther.
Gainesville, more of a college town. They might have the capacity.
And they're doing renovations of the swamp as well, so that complicated things. But it actually worked out where Orlando's better. Your thoughts?
Yeah, and then also you got to talk about the airport. Access. Get in, get out. You don't want to have to drive to Gainesville. You can't fly into Gainesville, so you can fly into Orlando, so it makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah. Andrea, your thoughts here? Jags going to Orlando in 2027?
Is there a team that plays less in their home stadium than the Jacksonville Jaguars? Like, every time I look up, they're playing in England, they're playing in Berlin, and they're finally good now, too. It's not like they're the bad Jags. Right. Now, since they're good, they're going to be playing, I guess, not across the pond. Now they're in Orlando, but you still have to make a drive.
There is a lake right by the Citrus Bowl, Camping World Stadium, literally. So, not across the pond. Actually, across the pond. There's a pond right there in Orlando. What am I talking about?
It's a different pond, right, you know?
There it is. I told you.
This is cool because I guess Jags fans don't have to travel all the way 7 hours and book $1,000 flight ticket. But I really hope that, especially as the Jacksonville Jaguars under Liam Cohen, who are now looking like a pretty good team, shouldn't have lost that game against the Texans, especially against Mills. Like, what's happening there? But they're looking like they're a good team finally, and being a stable organization, which is something that they've wanted to for a while. So hopefully after this Orlando stint, they can finally stay home, because the Jags fans deserve it. There's nobody crazier in the National Football League than Duval fans. Let them have a home game for once. Dang.
Yeah. Look, I like this, and we'll keep an eye on it. But, you know, I like the fact that they're renovating the stadium. They're Everbank Field. They're in Jacksonville. And like I said, they're going to actually a bigger market. And Derwin and I were both talking about the Orlando airport's world class. The
airport's great.
Yeah, so a lot of people come there for the theme parks, things of that nature with Disney, SeaWorld, and also Universal there in Orlando. I think they're going to get some really good support. I know a lot of old people in Orlando thought they were going to maybe get a major league. Look, they got the NBA, got the Major League Soccer team when I was there in 2015. It was their first year when they had Kaká and those guys. Thought they were probably going to get an MLB team. Still wanted an NFL team. The Dolphins and the Bucks, they're not going for that, or the Jags. Not going to have 4 teams in Florida. I don't think they'll ever go for that. Too close to them with their media rights. But we'll keep an eye on the Jags there as they get their stadium renovated as well, Everbank Field. Let's speak in another story real quickly. This game's going down to the wire here. Not down to the wire. Time is going down to the wire here. Biggest game of the NFL slate. We're watching the Madden game right here. Lions at Eagles. That is the biggest game of the weekend. Lions at Eagles on Sunday Night Football. You got 2 of the better teams in the NFC, man, atop the NFC standings. This is probably, guys, in my opinion, you're looking at an NFC championship game, sort of a preview here. You look at the Lions and the Eagles. Eagles went to the Super Bowl last year. Lions had the best record before all those guys got injured. Now they're back and they're healthy. And they had to hiccup a couple of weeks ago against the Vikings. Your thoughts here, Andrea? Who do you like in this game? You got one pride, or are you going E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles?
Man, you know what? We're watching the Eagles now because they're going against the Green Bay Packers, who great, because they are both 2 of the most frustrating teams in the NFL, where you look at their rosters, man, they should be playing together, and then they get on the field, and then they both embarrass each other. You look on the other end, too, on the Lions game, they look like they bounced back beautifully against this Washington Commanders team. Of course, no Jaden Daniels. That team is looking DOA in the first place, dead in the water. But I find that this will hopefully be a very good game. I'm leaning towards the Lions because of the consistency, but if the Eagles actually get their mind right, they're actually the better team. But, you know, one pride, because they're not looking like it now.
Derwin, who you got? This game in South Philadelphia, man. Eagles and Lions.
Kind of got to go with the home team, but hey, the Lions are a formidable opponent. I think they can really control this game with the run game. They got 2 guys that can really tote the rock there. Should be a really interesting game. And, you know, if you're the Lions, this is a statement game. It's an opportunity to put the rest of the conference on notice, even though there's another team in the Northwest that's going to have a say when it's all said and done.
The Great Pacific Northwest.
Exactly. But it's going to be a
Action Green, baby.
Now they cold.
Heck of a game. And I think Philly's a tough place to play, and the Eagles are going to be up for this one.
My Larry's Locks, I got Lions, one pride, man. I think they're going to go into Philly and bite off some kneecaps. I think they're going to put together a nice game and show a national audience what they're all about there in Detroit. So we'll keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on this Madden game. It is over. Our King of the Hill, down 7-0, scores the final 24 points of the game and wins and stays on the 6. We'll see him next week. His name is Huskers. We'll talk to him. We got about 5 minutes left to go in the show. Real quickly, this fourth quarter brought to you by our good friends at Chubby's Sports Bar and Grill, also located in Bale, New Jersey, 812 Broadway there. Bale's favorite sports bar, great food, good vibes, and a fun atmosphere. We all need a place to relax after work, right? So why not do it with a drink in your hand? Bale's top-rated burgers, wings, they got dry rub and sauce, grilled shrimp tacos, Mexican street corn, fried shrimp, salty pretzels, and seafood baskets. And they're open every single day of the week except Mondays, guys. So they're open Tuesday through Sunday, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. You can see there, man, they have a great time there, man. They do the R&B nights, man, as well. The day parties, that was great on a Sunday there. Check them out online. And the good folks there. We'll be there in a couple of weeks. ChubbyBayonne.com. We're back here inside of 902 Brewing Company, located in Jersey City, producing those ales and lagers, handcrafted beers, and the best atmosphere. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football here, week number 11. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. The gaming is over. They played with the Lions and Eagles, a couple of gamers playing for cash and prizes here, and they played with the matchup that you'll see on Sunday Night Football, Lions at Eagles. They got Derwin, Worrell, former sportscaster, WPRI Television, up in Little Rhodey, Providence, Little Rhode Island, bottom of the screen there. Andrea, Richmond, she's a sports reporter in Atlanta. Guys, last quick thoughts here with the NFL topics. We talked the latest in the world of the National Football League. Bucks at Bills. We talked about Lions and Eagles. Eagles are favored just by 1.5 there in South Philly on Sunday Night Football. Early in the day, 1 p.m. kick on Sunday in Western New York. You got the Bills hosting the Bucks. Bills favored by 5.5. Derwin, who you like in this? You got Let's Go Buffalo, or are you going with Fire of the Kings?
I have to say, let's go Buffalo. Buffalo really needs this win because they're chasing the Patriots. Who would have thought at this stage of the year? Both teams are coming off of losses, so you don't want to lose 2 in a row. Buffalo's home. They got to circle the wagons, as they say. And they got to really get this win.
I agree. Andrew, you was circling?
I'm circling for the wagons.
Throw that in the circle.
In the circle. You know what? They look like booty meat last week, unfortunately, against the Dolphins. They were not good. I told everybody it's James Cook who is the MVP of that team. They were throwing it and throwing the game away is what they were having, you know? So the Bills really do need to bounce back. It's true, man. On the other end, the Buccaneers, the wide receiver condition, unfortunately, Bucky Irvin, well, that's running back. Bucky Irvin, unfortunately, not looking like he's going to be coming back and Godwin or Evans are looking like they're going to be coming back. So the Bucks are holding on to
still got Ibuka, right?
Yeah,
still got Ibuka, but they holding on for dear life. I think the Bills realize who they are next week, you know? So give me Buffalo.
All right, we'll see Sunday, Western New York. Bucks at Bills, Buffalo, favored by 5.5, coming off of losses. Buffalo down in Miami, Tampa Bay to my New England Patriots. How about the Bills, though? Basically, all intents and purposes, 2 games back of the Patriots who hold that tiebreaker, who beat Buffalo about 5 weeks ago in Western New York. All right, the Madden game is over. Shout out to our King of the Hill here. There he is, Huskers. Look, guys, you might not want to fear him, but you better respect him because he is a champion and he gets it done. Huskers got a couple minutes here. Your thoughts here? Down 7-0. What were you thinking? And what allowed you, man, to rip off 24 in a row and to put this thing away?
Yeah, Chandler played good defense on that first drive. He stopped me down at the 1 yard line, and then after that, you know, he went on kind of a long touchdown drive, mostly on the ground. But after that, you know, I played pretty good offense. Just kind of looking at the stats after the game, I held him 2 for 14 passing with a pick. So I played good defense, really good defense against the pass.
What is this? Looking at the stats, I know I held him to 2 or 14 passing.
Come on.
Hey, that's hard to do.
Analysis.
That's hard to do in Madden, so I'm playing good defense against the pass.
That's what it is. It's a little flex, man. Go ahead. Let's see your biceps. You just flexed on us.
So yeah, I just played good ball the rest of the game after that first quarter.
How you feeling, man? About another 30 seconds to go. How you feeling, man, heading into the weeks coming up here where you're the king of the hill, man, and everybody's coming after you? You ready for those quivers and those arrows coming at your back?
You know, I think so. I think, you know, obviously OG's the guy to beat probably in this league. So He's a really great player, so I'm going to try and prepare for him and hopefully keep it rolling.
All right, man. How's that structure going on in our city there, Omaha?
It's coming along. They've got, the exterior mostly built. They've got it up to I think it's the highest point it's going to be right now. So I think they're saying at the end of 2026 or early 2027, it'll be done.
All right.
Can I ask you, how do you feel about heights, Huskers? Like, do you like heights? Like,
he doesn't have to deal with it. He's not on the construction site, so he's good.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll get to tour it soon, so I'll be up at the top of there, I think, soon.
Yeah, I was going to say, will you tour the top since you don't like it?
When it's completed. Exactly. All right, good stuff, Huskers, man. If you want to be just like Huskers and not build tall structures, you actually have to go to school for that. I guess you could be like him, but if you want to play like him, you can join us now. TheISGShow.com/Madden. Ages 13 and up. It's all online. You can cash and prize the weekly King of the Hill format. Join us now. TheISGShow.com/Madden. How about the merch? Got the t-shirts there, $29.99. Also got the hoodies online as well. Official merchandise shop. It is open. Free shipping on orders over $75. Get it now exclusively at TheISGShow.com/shop. TheISGShow.com/shop. All right, this postgame show brought to you by good friends at Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, right off of Route 3. They're the title sponsors. The guys that invented deep dish pizza in 1943 got their identity and their inspiration from their origins there in the Chi, Chicago. Over 100 locations in 20 states. Also serve more than pizza. Got steaks, pasta, seafood, burgers, and more. Also craft beers, great cocktails, and vegetarian dishes. Check them out online, unos.com. We'll be there tomorrow for ISG college football at Unos. All right, guys, before we get out of here, got to get my Larry's locks here. Had a really good week last week, 5-0 in the NBA, 4-1, I believe, in the NFL. We're doing, I think, like 3-1 in college football here. Week number 11, Buccaneers at Bills. Let's go, Buffalo. Bears at Vikings. Skull. I don't know if you heard that clap, but I said Skull Vikings. 49ers at Cardinals. I'm going to take Niners, man, the faithful. Chiefs at Broncos, the Kingdom. They get the win on the road. Lions at Eagles, one pride, baby. Biting off those kneecaps in South Philadelphia. All right, we're going to get out of here. Shout out to Huskers, our current King of the Hill, playing with the Lions. He done a fantastic job. We'll see him next week. And there's Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. And there's my guy, Derwin Worrell, former sportscaster, WPRI Television in Providence, Rhode Island. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football. Guys, thanks for watching. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Thanks for watching on the platforms of NESN Nation, on Beating Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. They're doing it from 902 Brewing Company in Jersey City. See you next week. Enjoy the NFL week number 11. Let's go, Pats. Bye-bye.